Welcome everyone to another episode of Creath and Creatives, where we dive into the minds of talented artists to know where it all started, how it's going, their plans and where they feel they want their artistic journey to be, possibly at the moment or at the future. So with us today is Mr. Azeez Salami, and we're super excited to have him on this episode. He's my G, everybody. He's my friend. Because, when I met him, he was so open to meeting me and my friends it was like a particular project. But I didn't know that Mr. Azeez was so talented, super talented. So we're interviewing him today to know basically a lot more about his artistic journey. So without further ado, tell us how it all started for you, but just give us a little bit into your background.
Okay.
Who you are.
Okay.
Let us know.
Let me start first. I think we should drop the Mr.
Okay.
Because now it's beginning to look too
serious. Wow.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much, Amaka. And let me start with you. Are really an amazing person. And your team too. So for me, art, I think I should say I started making art as a kid.
Okay.
Started creating art with colored pencils, doing drawing and crayons, and what is most prominent for me then is drawing Santa Claus, painting Santa Claus, which is like December thing. Then apart from Santa Claus, I think I started with Super Strikers.
Yes.
Super Strikers. Then when you go to Texaco filling station, you buy 1 liter of fuel, 1 liter of kerosene, and the truth is then we are really excited to help people going around to get petrol, that's PMS, or kerosene, so that even if it is 1 liter you're buying, no matter how far it is, maybe like 5 kilometers away from where I stay, we are really happy to go. So that once you buy any liter of fuel you buy, we will request for the Super Striker. You get it free, Super Striker episode, and we get it. And not just because we want to read the comics, it's basically because we want to draw the likes of Shakes, we want to draw the likes of El Matado and so on. So basically, so that's what I started with. That's what I practiced with. Draw characters from books. And draw characters from books like the Macmillan, the Mr. Salami, the farmer, it's a salad day and the like. So that's what I started with.
We need to ask you, did you learn art in school? Did you go to any institution, to brushing up your skill, or you self-taught?
Okay, for me, I'm not a self-taught artist. I learned art in school, and I got tutelage by a few artists as well. So after my secondary school education, I got tutelage by a Nigerian artist based in Lagos, Ikotun to be precise. Ramon Premilekun Savage is his name. I was there for like 2.5 years, even though my intentions were different from what I got, but at the same time, it's part of what made me today. Then when I decided in 2012 that, okay, I need to know more, I need to get more. So I applied for Yaba Tech, which I took the jam and I got admission into Yaba Tech in 2014. So I did Yaba Tech till 2017 after the Yaba Tech Handy, I moved to Unilag as well for a degree, just to brushing it up. This is it, my journey basically. From Yaba Tech, I got the real drilling that goes beyond the streets. So I had the experience of the streets first, then before going to Yaba Tech. So Yaba Tech, I got the real drilling where you have major practical classes than the theoretical part. And I decided to move to Unilag to get the theoretical part as well to balance the whole things. Then I got that as well, which is the theory and the practical, more like a 50-50 percentage, right? So for me, I attended schools that I know that this is what I want. I've known what I want right from time, and I went to schools that I feel this is what I want, because it's not as if I can go to Unilag first before Yaba, but I feel this is how I want to move, and God has let me be faithful. I was able to move that way as well.
Amazing. When I first met you, I think you had just concluded an exhibition What was the name of the exhibition?
Revelation
exhibition. Yes, at the Madhouse. Tell us, what was that like?
Okay, Revelation exhibition at the Madhouse was probably the third exhibition I participated in Unilag. The first one, I wasn't the one that I didn't participate fully. I just showed and I left. And I was in Yaba Tech then. I just came to show. But when I got to Unilag, when I was in Unilag in 2019 for a course called Creath practice, I decided that this exhibition we're going to do like a practical course for the course, the Creath practice. We had to do something like create a proper exhibition, which we created, and the theme of the exhibition is Genesis. People and places, basically talking about how people make places and places doesn't make people. Understand now we had to do a tour of Akoka to have a better understanding of the people there and the place. And that was in 2019. Then that was what gave the idea of the Revelation exhibition. So Revelation exhibition is like a final year exhibition basically, but it's the last exhibition in school, and it's like an exhibition that is shooting us out to the community, to the live outside school, to the real world basically. And this is why we use the word revelation, like revealing everybody to the school. And then we are about 40 students that participated in the exhibition. I was the class rep, and I was the one that grew more like should I say created the exhibition. But Dr. Balaji was the lecturer in charge of Genesis. Was the lecturer in charge of Revelation as well. And through him, we were able to have the solid exhibition at Madhouse. So having an exhibition at Madhouse now, Madhouse was still under construction then. So Revelation exhibition, it was like the test run exhibition in the space. And the reason why we were able to have this exhibition was I saw one day, I was looking at, I think I was scrolling through Instagram. Then I saw this real pop-up of I saw Mr. Bayo Moboyo, the former governor of Lagos State, Raji Fashola. He was the Minister of Works then, and the former VC of UNLAG, Ogundepe. I saw them with a container building. Mr. Bayo was, and I opened it, and I saw, okay, this is a mad space where if you are mad, so you can come here, do your thing there. I just commented on that. I would like to have my final year exhibition here. And fortunately for me, Mr. Bayo entered my DM. And he said, when do you want to have this exhibition? And the rest is story. And that's how the exhibition happened. She has been from Instagram, just Instagram comments. He had a conversation, he shared his contact. And Mr. Bayo then was the official photographer to the president. Buhari, Mr. President he was still the president, then he was still the photographer. So for someone as big as that to reach out to me, I feel, oh, this is something solid. I'll really take it up and I'll put everything I have behind it. So from there, we got to meet. He said when it comes, and the truth is I've never been to Madhouse before that time. So he said he's coming to Lagos also did, and we should meet at Madhouse. We met at Madhouse and we had this conversation, and I introduced him to Dr. Balaji. We happen to be the lecturer in charge, and like we like to have our exhibition. I said anything we need, we should just let him know that he's here with us. So then we had the exhibition. Madhouse was not fully done there, but it was not even launched then. You understand? But we were given the opportunity to showcase our work, and a lot of my colleagues didn't know till today how that happened. You understand? But that exhibition, I think a lot of people, everybody sold works. Everybody sold work in that exhibition. Some people sold out the 3 works they exhibited because each person exhibited like 30 works. So we had about 100 works. They were exhibited 3 works. So I sold out. Other people sold out, and some people sold just one, some sold 2, but everybody sold a piece, and which was really amazing. It was an amazing experience. And proceed from that exhibition, I think we donated something worth of 350K to the department as well from the exhibition. So it was amazing. It set us for the real world because we were students going out student, but it set us for the real world and give an idea of how an exhibition is being done and how the world can achieve it. And we from there we get to understand that we have what it takes to really take on the world. And I think that's how we got to meet basically. Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Moving on to your style. Tell us about your style and what has influenced it so far.
Okay, my style, basically, if you noticed, I I use chess in my work.
Chess pieces.
Chess pieces in my work, and the game of chess is used as a metaphor for life in my work. And what I tell people is, if you understand the game of chess, starting from the king to the pawn, it's life basically. You have to be on a certain level within this range. You're either a king or a queen or a bishop, which is the pastor and the alphas or the polarus, or you are a knight, which is the soldiers, the militaries, and the police, or you are a pawn, which is the normal, the common people, or a rook, which is so basically, I use chess as a metaphor for life in my work. There are ways I change chess pieces to tell people's story. There are ways I infuse chess pieces to represent. I use chess pieces as a symbol to represent other people. I just use it interchangeably, basically. But chess is what I've been using to tell stories in my work, basically. And I actually developed interest in chess from watching movies. I like to watch dramatic movies where there are a lot of actions, there are a lot of probably war solving problems and strategy. So I found out that when they are going to war, or when they are in battlegrounds, the generals that makes decisions in the place, they get to arrange some things that look like chess pieces, and you see them move this forward, move this forward, move this forward.
Correct.
So from there, because I'm the kind of person I am, I'm someone that is very spontaneous. I'm very curious. I want to know this. I want to make moves. And life for me is about survival, and also I feel okay. This is something that goes in line with what I want to do. But prior to the time I started painting chess, I don't really know much about how to play chess. But because I love this thing, and even though I'm not privileged to know much about chess, I feel for me to really create this thing, I need to understand this thing. Then I did my proper study, do my proper research, understand the all pieces, understand how they move, understand how this relates to this, what's related to this, a number of these that can be on a box. Understand? Because we have the way the bishop moves, you have the way the knight moves. I have to understand everything, because for me to use it, I have to understand their movement, I have to understand how they work, I have to understand what each of the pieces mean. So that's it.
Wonderful. Now I know why chess pieces are so symbolic for you. That's really sounded amazing. Thank you for explaining that to us and sharing with us.
Thank you.
Your perception of the chessboard.
Yeah.
So tell us about your lifestyle outside your artistic journey. Is it separate from your artistic journey? Is it part of it? Is this something you cannot part with, or art is there for you in your lifestyle every step of the way, or you basically just separate the two?
Okay, if I understand what you mean, basically art for me, should I say, is life, because beyond just using chess as a metaphor in my works, I think my ideas are developed from my life experience. Basically, if I have any interaction with people, if I have any conversation with people, if I should have any experience, there are some experiences that don't leave me easily. So there are ways I try to with them and create the positive side of it. Probably tell a story from it that people get to learn positively from, understand? Or just paint a picture whereby I kind of document the the cultural importance of that thing to me. So arts for me, my arts are born out from my experience basically in life. And if you are talking about maybe I'm trying to understand the question very well.
Okay, let me put it this way.
Okay.
Of course, you have friends, you have hobbies, you have things that you experience in life aside from art. So basically that's what I'm trying to say, like lifestyle. Do you go clubbing? Do you go golfing? Something like that. Just tell us something that you do.
Okay, I think
outside art.
I think I get it now. Okay, so for me,
beyond creating hats, basically, like I said earlier, I'm a spontaneous person. I like moving things. I like making things happen. At Genesis, I was there. I took it upon myself to make sure the exhibition happened. Revelation, I took it upon myself to make sure. So if I go to friends' events, if I go to any friends gathering, go to any event, I'm that kind of person that you don't see on seats. You don't see me helping them move
everywhere.
Things, helping them move drinks, helping them move to making sure people are okay. So I noticed this thing for me is I think I like to coordinate basically. So I coordinate a lot, and which makes me to pick up event coordination.
That's why we like each other so much.
That's why I say event coordination basically. So if I see you are doing something that is amazing, instead I feel okay, this person might need support, I'm always happy to do this. I coordinate events easily, and I don't get tired of things. And I think that's one thing I do apart from art that I don't get that. And beyond that, when it talks about creativity, I like building stuff with wood. Basically, like this, I made it myself. I have tables I've made myself. I like to check things on Pinterest and build them with tools. I like going to the wood market to source for things myself and create them. And that's what really influenced the way my canvas are made now, which is not a regular square and rectangular shape.
So basically, art is still defined in your lifestyle. So when you were talking about coordinating, Azeez, if Azeez is on your project, Azeez is always like, this is not supposed to be like this. Maybe we'll try them like this. Let's do it like this. I think it will work like this. And it always turns out so perfect because he's always... He always tries as much as possible to make sure everything, is perfect and this is the way it should be. No slacking at all. That's why I love him.
Yeah.
So, right. Tell us how, you feel the weight of art in the society and how, it mirrors life basically, and, the things that are going on in the society right now. Can you tell us
so
your view about that?
Okay, art basically, I feel art creatives have the responsibility of probably telling stories, documenting. There are a lot of things we can do with art. I don't feel there's a limited. I don't think anybody should be limited to what they can do with art, because I know artists that their own is a protest art. So they use art to talk about the wrongs in the society. There are some people that don't use their art to talk about the beauty in society, no matter how it is, no matter how great it is. What they paint are beautiful faces, beautiful portraits, beautiful people. And I know some people that what they just want to express themselves. They don't care about what is happening. Once they take what gives them inspiration, they just create basically. So for me, art basically, like I said, I don't like singing to the choir. And what I mean by not singing to the choir is, okay, this thing is obvious, this thing is happening, so now see, repeating it is not my own thing. Mine is, how do I bring the positive side of this thing out, and I charge you up. When you see my work, you'll be charged to do something. I invite you to come and see, understand something, learn something, because I create work that when you see my work, you'll be able to learn one or two things going back. You don't see my work and remain the same when you leave, basically. So that's my really. But I know we have a lot of artists that are doing well. People are creating their own way. They are creating what they can create sincerely. Those that are creating, that's for those that are creating sincerely, because everybody has their own call, everybody has everything, and I feel nobody should be compared to create a certain way just to hear a thing. But I believe Nigerian artists are doing amazingly well. You understand? It's just for us to just get the real spotlight, basically.
Well, you come and give us sneak peek now. Are you working on any project right now? Give us sneak peek.
Okay. For me, I'm actually working on a project, and I think it has to do with identity. Basically, the works. I can't show it yet, but that's to do with identity, basically. And one thing I've understood about life is, a lot of people. Should I say, I don't want to use the word inferiority complex, but a lot of people don't really know who they are, probably based on past experience or past stories that they grew up knowing, you understand? And
And I feel the reason for this is we let people write our stories. We don't write our stories also. So I'm creating a body of yeah.
Sorry.
So my work basically is just to address the issue regarding identity, personality, knowing your worth and knowing who you are, knowing you are special. No matter how you are, no matter what you are, no matter the way you are, we should be able, because the way you carry yourself is the way people will carry you. Basically, yeah. I think that's all for now. You know?
Mr. Azeez is dropping bars. He's dropping bars for everybody right now. I hope you guys are picking up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so pricing your works. How is that for you? How do you see this piece? You finish it and you're like, this one is like, 1 million naira. This one will be like 2 million naira. I think this one is worth like maybe 700K. You get, how do you put a price to a work?
Okay, for me, every work I create, I don't know how it is for other people. Every work I create, it's like I'm creating a part of me. Every work I create is like a part of me. I have a personal connection with everything I create. That's why I don't create things I don't feel connected to. If I'm creating a work and I don't feel anything, I just abandon it. It just be the until I feel something for the work again. So when I create the works, and the truth is, I feel connected to some works more than the other instance. So these are part of the things that sets price for me. Also, most importantly, I think the size of the work determines the price the works go for. You can't expect the work that is as big as this, a triptych, to go for a smaller work. Another price is a smaller work. And also setting price. Price is something, I don't know, it's quite dicey. So
very touchy.
Yeah, very dicey. So for me, like I said, the personal connection I have with the work, like do I really want it to go? I make me give you a prize and if you push, and the kind of person that is getting this work really matters, because I don't just sell to anybody. Like if you're getting my work, there should be a reason why you are getting the work. So if I'm going to give a price to the work, the price I will give to this work is better than the price I will give to a smaller work, or the price I will give to a bigger work. And sometimes I look at the time spent on the work as well, because I'm experimenting with mixed media as well now, and so there is a way, because I can't say there is no formula to pricing my work basically. And so for me, price is open, but there is progress. The price I sell my work 2 years ago is not the price I sell it now. For the price I sell the work up 120 by 90 centimeter is not the price I sell it now, obviously. And that is not going to be the price I'll sell it now, because people that bought my work 3 years ago, people that are buying my work now, beyond the aesthetic value or the likeness for the work, I feel they are investing in me, basically. So I didn't expect that they should get the work for probably 1 million, in size for 1 million today, and they come back 2 years ago and still get the same size of work for so that's not a good investment in one way, because either you like it or not, people that are spending so much money on your work, they are investing on your other. But for you to get my work, I feel you'll be connected to it, and how willing you are to everyone, and how you're going to handle the work determines. And relationships will matters in pricing my works, basically.
Of course, I see you're a relationship person, you're a people person, you like to connect with people.
That's just it.
So, the future, can you give us a peek? What's that going to be like for you in the next 5 to, let's say, 10 years? Where do you see your artistic journey going to?
Okay, for me, I don't know. I think naturally, for me, it used to be, for my arts, it used to be, I think the height of it for me is having my work shown in a museum, basically. You understand? Like a museum, like words, because what I create, the works I create, I take time to create what I create, and I feel the story I share with my work is not something that should just be looked in the private residence, basically. So I would love my works to be in museums around the world, and I would like my work to connect with people around the whole globe, not just Africa alone, not just one man and his family, or just one. So I like my work to spread my work in museums. How my works in museum helps people around the world, from Asia, from
Europe, from America, Africa as well, be able to see my work, to reach everybody, because every message, every work is unique with its own message, basically. For me. So 5 years from now, I can say that's on God, but these are the things I'm doing because I'm just creating the work at a time. I try as much as possible to enjoy the moments. I'm not worried about, but I have a direction, I have a target, I have someone I'm modeling myself towards, I have people that I see as mentor. You know, even if we don't have direct conversation, but from far, actually, okay, this person is doing this thing, I reach maybe probably in the next 2 years. I'm not over doing this thing as well, basically. That's just it.
I want to ask you who are your, mentors, but I feel like even you gonna say if you are a mentor to a lot of people.
No.
Your mentor, you say.
No matter every mentor, I think everybody. Okay, this is what I tell people: every celebrity have a celebrity.
True.
That they are looking at meeting. No matter how it is, I think, no matter at what level you are, there is someone you really okay. I want to meet this person. I want to be on this person level. So the most important thing is know your mentor, choose your mentor right. Understand? So for me, I am a very selective person, basically, and I know the kind of people I pick. And mentor for me is not necessarily people that take advice or the like. So there are some people I just model. Okay, this person is doing this thing. I should be able to pick 1 or 2 things to infuse from this what this person is doing and infuse in my work, basically. And a lot of them, because I was telling someone like 2-3 years ago, Ali Brown, the paints pastel, when I was doing pastel, used to be my mentor. Like, I even chatted him up, and Ali Brown is an old man of about 90 years old artist now. And he has commented on my work on like so I have other artists, between international artists and local artists that I look at their work and I feel so from far. So mentorship is not, it might not be direct mentorship, but from far, those that I know, okay, their works are amazing. I've learned stuff of maybe the likes of KD Wiley, the likes of Oni Rosales, the likes of Ami Sherrod. Basically, there's this one that is dead now, Norma Rockwell, and so on. Basically, those are the international. So locally, I have a lot of people that have tutelage on that. Directly, indirectly, okay, so I have the Damilola Opedun and Shutudala. I have friends too as well, like Kalani Fatah and beyond just okay, still creativity, but beyond just painting or visual arts, there are people that I feel probably the entrepreneurial aspects of things and like basically maybe like Payo Moboyo, that's I see as my mentor, basically, tutelage.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say Dr. Bolaji because
okay, I never forget about Bolaji. Lecturer is so many things to me, basically. So I have a lot of mentors. I have a lot of people that I learn from. I have a lot of people I pick things from. You might know there are some people we've never spoken before. I've never entered their DM, but there are some things I pick from them. Basically, that has to do with life and everything generally.
Okay, so before we go, please, I want you to, because I love listening to you, I love learning from you, and I want the rising artists to learn a thing or two from you. So what advice would you give them?
Okay, for artists, I'm still an emerging artist myself, so basically, but for me, one thing that has worked for me basically is it's not about the money, because like I told someone, my target is not to become the next Dangote or the next Otedela or the next Bill Gates, but I just want to do my thing, understand, and impact as much people as possible. So you need to decide what you really want out of life, understand. If you can't figure it out, there's no problem meeting yourself to it, but just do it one step at a time and be open-minded, basically. If you're open-minded, the flow will come. Understand? So if you're not after I want to make the money, because if you're after I want to make the money, you get frustrated and you really be yourself. Understand? And like what I was saying about identity, basically it works on creating about identity. So if you are truthful to yourself, if you are sincere with yourself, you create, you let the creative spirit flow, you are open-minded, you open your mind when you are doing things, and you are not looking at this person wants to make me honest. Just do your thing. Do it sincerely.
I think the real will come. And when you go for like from this movie Three Idiots, when you go for excellence, basically, success will come chasing you pants down, basically. So do your thing. So do your thing. Be sincere, be truthful, be trustworthy, and for me, like I do say, for me, service to humanity is always the best work of life. So from service to humanity, I've been able to get a lot of things. You understand? From service to humanity is being connected. From service to humanity is the exhibition thing that I coordinated. So service to humanity, I got to meet Mariam Brio. Okay, I would like to use this space. And when I start to, it's not as if I want to use it for myself alone. It's for me and the other 40 students in class as well. And from there, I know what kind of connection I've gotten from that, basically. So knowing what you do, know what you want from out of life, and be sincere with it, basically.
Okay. We heard it from Azeez Salami. Service to humanity.
Yes.
And I think, based on what he said just now, that was how I met Azeez. He wanted to help. He just wanted to help selflessly. So, all right, everyone, that's it for this episode of Creath and Creatives. We hope to see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and share, because if you do not subscribe, you probably might not see us again. So, yeah. So, thank you guys.